Welcome back to the channel. I'm standing next to the refreshed 2025 Kia EV6. This is a long range with rear-wheel drive, getting over 300 miles of electric range. Starting price here is at $46,200. This one stickers for $48,040. If you guys are on the market for a Kia, be sure to check out South Dade Kia of Homestead or Miami and ask for Adam, and he will get you into your next vehicle. Let's take a look at the refresh Kia EV6. This is refreshed for 2025. As you guys can see here in the front fascia, you also have these premium full LED headlights here with this nice daytime running light with this LED turn signal up here. And there's going to be front parking sensors with some gloss black trim. And this does have active grille shutters, and it does wear the new Kia logo there on top of the hood with some gloss black trim. There is no large grille because this is a full electric vehicle. It's not a hybrid. It doesn't really need that. Only time it's going to need the cooling is once the active grills are open to keep that battery pack cool. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the refresh Kia EV6. This is the long range with rear wheel drive, so I can't wait to get behind the wheel of this vehicle and talk about the actual driving performance. Now, looking at the side profile, this has a 114.2 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 184.3. So good proportions here in the electric segment here. Looking at these tires and wheels, as you guys know, some EVs do have some really cool looking wheels here. For me, these are kind of plain Jane in my opinion, but these are a 235/55 tire. They're wrapped in this 19-inch rim design. I like the chrome with the light grayish inner pocket there with the Kia on the center cap there. And this is a wolf gray exterior paint. Excuse me guys, this car just came off the actual truck, so excuse all the extra pollen because this came from northern state where the pollen is very heavy. As you can see, there's this LED sight marker. My model does not have the panoramic sunroof that will open up for air. The A pillar here is going to be blacked out to give it that floating roof design. This is how you guys can tell that the door is actually unlocked with the pop-out door handles. Very nice, and they feel very durable. There's some more gloss black trim here and chrome trim at the lower part of the rocker panels and so forth. Kia did not body paint the actual wheel arches here. If you guys are wondering where's the actual charge port door, Kia moved it on this side here. Let me try to squeeze over here and show you guys the actual charge port door. You press that area there, and as you guys can see, it will power operating. It is power operating and closing. As you guys can see, the vehicle does have a full charge. It also has a J1772 plug with the onboard charger as well. Press this there, that will close it back. If you guys go for the GT model, which will make it more confusing, Kia will put it back on this side. I always remember the EV6 had the charge port on the actual passenger side. Now they moved it over if you have the non-GT performance. As you guys can see here, this also has this nicely integrated rear spoiler. There's no rear wiper back here. I'm guessing Kia senses that gravity will take its course and basically push that rainwater off the actual vehicle. As you guys can see back here, there's this full LED tail light, which is a turn signal reverse light. There's rear parking sensors down here. There's no exhaust, of course, it's fully electric. The Kia badge is here. Press this here. This doesn't have a power opening tailgate. I didn't see it, and this is some of the Kia parts here in this long box. There's some carpeted floor mats there, some underfloor storage, and underneath here, Kia does give you a tire mobile kit there. You guys need to change the tire and so forth. But overall, the cargo specs back here are 24.4 cubic feet of space. You fold down the rear seats, that expands it to 50.8. So really good proportions here in the electric segment. If you guys are wondering how you fold down the seats, just pull this lever here. As you guys can see, the seat is already folded down because of this box and the carpet mats. Sitting in the interior of the refreshed 2025 Kia EV6, as you guys can see here, my model does have the wolf gray exterior paint, complemented by this black interior with these massive 12.3 inch displays, which is really massive. It takes up literally half the real estate in this vehicle, which I think is a really nice refresh for Kia. So to start up the vehicle, foot on the brake, and you press the EV button here, that starts the vehicle right up. It's electric. It doesn't need any dinosaur juice to basically start this vehicle up. But as you guys can see here, massive displays, quick, it's fast, and it's very snappy here. You guys can even order food on Chick-fil-A if you guys have it in your actual presets. Of course, it's me. I love Chick-fil-A. As you guys can see, there's multiple. You can just go back to, you know, the restaurant or go to the restaurant that you would like, and your presets is there. Looking at the Waze maps, it takes up the full display here, and this also has this customizable screen here. You can customize it to show different stuff like your compass, your driver's assistance tech after charging. It also has a route set up there. Very light, very low dash. As you guys can see, those people, they were just watching me because they're trying to figure out what kind of car this is. But looking up here is going to be LED lights throughout this interior. You're going to have this dark room feel in here because it doesn't have that sunroof there, but the LED lights do brighten up this actual interior. It's going to be 2 USB-C ports down here. Good storage, another USB-C port there with a 12 volt. There's heated seats on this vehicle. Personally, the weather's kind of changing right now, so I think cool seats will be the better option. Putting the vehicle into reverse here, it does reveal a image of the EV6 with trajectory and distance marker. Sorry for the loud parking sensors, I'm very close to the bush. Switch it over here to drive, which is like this, gently to go into neutral, and P to go into park. There's 2 cup holders here. This is a key fob. For me, I'm not a big fan of this white-like look to it. It does feel very premium in my hand. There's a lock, unlock, panic button, a remote start. There, if you guys are looking to already have the vehicle warmed up for you. It does support this water bottle here. Nice material here, and it does offer a very deep sensor storage there. Good storage here, and my iPhone does fit in the actual wireless charging area here. As you guys can see, it does indicate green that it's actually charging. Press this button here, it does show you your camera system. There's an auto hold parking sensor button there. The seats in here are very supportive and comfortable. They're leather with this like cloth like insert there. 2 type C ports are going to be in the actual driver and passenger seat backs here. I love this very thin mirror. It's not a digital rearview mirror. I'm not sure if the top models offer that feature or not. But this system here is definitely an upgrade compared to the model, the non-refresh model. Looking at the glove compartment here, very large storage in there. You can have a plethora of owner manuals in there. As you guys can see, I have a 98% of state of charge on this vehicle. When I first got into this vehicle, it was saying 359 miles of range. So it's very impressive. And these paddles here are for regen braking, and it will come to a complete stop. There's your switch gear here, and it doesn't have the blind view camera, so I'm pretty sure you have to go to the top models in order to get the blind view camera, but this does have blind spot monitoring and so forth. You can also close and open the charge port door. There's electronic parking brake, the stability control, your illumination switch, and this has a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. For me personally, it comes out good enough. You guys probably have to test it out for yourself. There's your drive mode selector here, which has normal, sport, my drive, snow, and eco. So there's 5 different drive modes here in this vehicle. All your controls here if you guys don't want to touch the physical screen. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the refreshed Kia EV6 interior. Let's get into the back seat of the Kia EV6. This is basically a practical family vehicle if you guys are looking to put your family here. As you guys can see, this will have the seat to drive, plenty of legroom space. Kia says this has 39 inches of real legroom space. I'll show you guys that once I sit down. The materials are going to be carried over from the front with this silver painted door handle. The switch gear feels really good. I like the carpet inside here for where the cup holder, where the cup will go. It's going to be nicely padded here on this armrest. But getting inside the vehicle, pretty good step in height. It's not too much to actually get inside this vehicle. There's a little bit of foot space where I have the seat to actual drive, and like I mentioned, Kia says this has 39 inches of rear legroom space. Shutting the door here, there's a rear air vent here if you guys want to keep your baby cooled or your passengers cooled. My model does not have the panoramic sunroof, but there is LED lights throughout the cabin, and the seats do fold down in a 60-40 manner. There is 2 mat pockets back here for storage, and like I mentioned, there is the USB Type-C ports here in the actual driver and passenger seats. Pull this armrest down, it does reveal 2 cup holders, and you can make it into actual storage. But overall, the back seat of the EV6 does become very practical if you guys are looking to make this a long road trip vehicle or even a family vehicle. Let's take a look underneath the hood of the Kia EV6. As you guys can see, yes, this does have a frunk. It's very small. You guys can probably put the mobile charger underneath this plastic cover, or even some takeout food if you guys don't want to stink up the actual interior. But let's talk about the powertrain specs here. This is rear-wheel drive, so this vehicle makes 225 horsepower. If you guys go for all-wheel drive, it will make 320 horsepower for the non-GT models. If you guys go for the GT line, it will still make 320 horsepower. This also has Kia's 84 kilowatt battery pack, targeting 319 miles of all electric range. As this vehicle sits here, it weighs in at 4,500 pounds because of the battery is basically the center of this vehicle. It keeps it very well planted, and you guys won't even notice the actual 4,500 pounds if you guys are doing quick accelerations. Now, if you guys go for the GT models, that will make 576 horsepower. And that's if you guys go for the standard model. If you guys go for the launch model, if you guys put it in launch mode, it will make 641 horsepower. But keep in mind, the range will also go down to 263. So if you guys are trying to target best range out of the EV6, I think the non-GT will basically be the way to go. So I'm back behind the wheel of the Kia EV6. This is refreshed for 2025. You can see from the exterior styling, Kia actually changed the charge port door. Instead of it being back on the passenger side like the non-refresh model, they move it to the driver's side. But if you guys go for the GT model, they're gonna have it on the actual passenger side, which can be kind of confusing for consumers looking to purchase it if they're used to always having it on the actual passenger side. But it's something you guys will get used to. Visibility wise, great visibility. This A-pillar is a little thick, but you have the blind spot monitoring. It does not have the blind view camera system, so you guys have to go for the top trim in order to get that feature. But we're gonna do a slight acceleration run here very quickly. Mind you guys, this is a full electric vehicle, so I'm going to come to a stop here, and this kid is looking like, what kind of car is that? My drive mode selector is here. I just got out of another vehicle and I'm thinking about something else. I'm gonna brake boost it. Oh. And that's one thing about electric vehicles, the amount of torque that you get that will send you in the back of your seat. Since this is a long range EV6, this gets 319 miles. When I got inside this vehicle, it was saying around 350-ish, give or take. I don't remember the number on top of my head, but right now it's saying 308 miles. So it's pretty accurate once you have at its full charge. And right now I have it at 98% state of charge. And this is rear-wheel drive. If you guys go for all-wheel drive, it will make 320 horsepower. And the end will get a little bit loose, but I tell you, electric cars will put a smile on your face, literally, with the performance that this thing offers. And you get it at a really good price, almost at $46,000. You're getting good range in a sense. This one makes 225 horsepower. For me, I'll just bump it up and just get the all-wheel drive to get, a little bit more horsepower. If you guys go for the GT model, that makes 576 horsepower and 641 horsepower if you guys put it into its launch mode. But let's explore from the stop here. I'm not gonna brake boost it. Oh my god. Even though it makes 225 horsepower, it still feels pretty quick on its feet. And you kind of feel the mass of this vehicle, but it does feel really light. In the Sport Plus mode, there's 5 different drive modes, so you can pick between My Mode, Snow, Eco, Sport, Normal, or My Drive. So there's plenty of different drive modes for your taste. I think My Mode will basically balance them all out, and depending on the way you drive the vehicle. The seat comfort in here is pretty good. It feels very comfortable. There are only 3 level heated seats, no cool seats. You have to go for another trim level if you guys want to get the cool seats. For me personally, I like speed, so I would go for the GT models. But keep in mind, if you go for the GT models, that's gonna ding your range. I'm gonna say fuel economy. It's gonna ding your range so much. It's gonna drop it down to 263 miles of range instead of the 319. But like I mentioned, I got like 350-ish miles of range when I first got into this vehicle, and that was at 100% state of charge here. Let's cut off the traction control, if I could do that really quick. Okay, the traction control is over here. Sorry guys, I have not reviewed the car in so long. Traction control and stability control is off. Foot on the brake and accelerator. It still feels the same. But once it gets up past 40 miles an hour, this thing feels pretty quick. From a dead stop, it's a little lethargic, but once the vehicle gets up, it does go pretty quick. I'm over here bumping the camera. It does get pretty quick once you get up to speed. But overall, I like the EV6. I like the performance that it offers for a really good price. Some vehicles are still a little pricey in this category, but I think Kia does offer something really good. You can make this a family vehicle. It does have plenty of space in the rear. You could, make this a long commuter car if you would like, on highway trips and so forth. But overall, the interior in here is really well laid out. I love these 2 massive displays, which are 2 12.3-inch displays. It finally supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless. There's no more connecting the cable. That's if you like it, that's your preference. But overall, this vehicle does put a smile on my face. Great performance, but I cannot wait to drive the actual GT line once the dealership gets one available. After spending time with the 2025 Kia EV6 long range with rear-wheel drive, the interior is impressive with the new technology. The exterior styling looks even more impressive compared to the non-refresh model. So I think Kia did a really good job with slightly updating this vehicle. It does offer good range for this to be a rear-wheel drive electric vehicle. Great performance. I can only imagine how quick the GT models will be compared to this long-range rear-wheel drive model. Special thanks to South Dade Kia for giving me time with the EV6. If you guys are looking to see more videos like this, I will see you all in the next video.